Biggie. 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 Biggie.
I had a little bit of time before the fam got back, so I went and got me a sandwich. And I figured I'd pop on the live, get the daily Biggie 2 to 4 in. We might be doing more late night shows pretty soon. We've hit the summertime part of the network. I like to get the Big D going again, but I don't know how D's schedule is, but I'll be a lot more available after 8, I think. There's our guy right there, Bleak. Oops, I ruined the surprise, didn't I?
Breaking news.
Breaking news. What up, Bleak?
How you doing, my man?
Good, just munching on a little sandwich-roo, you know?
Nice, nice.
Mm-hmm.
The regular pizza sauce and pizza sub kind of deal. Is that what you're doing?
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Matt, how you doing, Matt?
We're just talking about how the network's probably going to hit some summertime scheduling because, you know, school and all that shit. I could probably be up a little later now and blah, blah, blah. So,
More Biggie, more network.
kinda, not really though, because I think the 2 to 4 ain't gonna be working as good. It's probably gonna be more after 8 kind of deal.
Right.
The only reason I did 2 to 4 was because Melody would pick up Lil Shack, and I had that little gap in there.
Yeah.
So
You'll figure it out.
yeah.
Oh, I got some mail out today. I just came from the post office, so that's good.
Mm-hmm.
Mail your packages, people. Mail your packages.
It's a good idea. It's raining like buckets here, so
It's spitting a little bit here, not raining too bad, but yeah, I hear everybody I talk to says it's raining where they're. So.
it just comes down for about 10, 15 minutes, but when it does, dude, it's like waterfall, bro.
Yeah, crazy.
Yeah. Rapid, what do you call that? Flood, something. Flash flood.
Oh, like flash flooding kind of things, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Raining where Matt is too, apparently. Breaking news: Biggie has awesome books on his wall. That's nice, man.
Yeah, Matt's been killing it on YouTube, bro. I was on his show.
Yeah, he's crushing it, dude. He's crushing it.
He gets like fucking 30 people a chat, bro.
Yeah, I know he's good, man.
Mm-hmm. Well, we had a heck of a battle there going on the hunt.
Oh yeah, it was fun. Good times. You came out on top.
Oh, I get to the point where I'm like, am I gonna say something I regret and be fucking picky about shit, or am I gonna let shit be cool? You know how the Hogan intros, you can't let it slide.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Fucking
Yeah.
stupid.
The hunt was this Saturday, Matt, that just passed, so it'll be not the Saturday coming up, but the Saturday after. It goes every 2 weeks.
So I think my major like take back from it was like I'm not gonna badmouth anything. I'm not gonna say anything critical. Like if it's gonna be a jokey, spoofy thing, you can't let it get to a point where there's a finish. And there was a finish. So I don't know it was a jokey, spoofy thing at that point. So I just there's a little gray area that's the gray area shit's not my favorite.
Fair enough.
But yeah, I don't care. That was all I kind of wanted to say. It was cool. You know, out of the box and nobody knew what was going on. It could come off entertaining, you know.
It was very entertaining. I think the crowd enjoyed it. Tony got like fucking a gazillion views on that the promo thing that he did.
Really? I didn't even know on Instagram.
I think so. On Instagram or YouTube, maybe. I'm not sure, but he put up a clip of it, and it got a lot of views.
Oh, I didn't see that part.
I killed it last week in the view department. I was putting up a ton of shorts, though.
I had the most productive week I've ever had like 2 weeks ago,
Yeah.
and I've just been calling chill. But that's what they told me on my YouTube algorithm. They was like, "You had the most productive week you ever had," and I'm like, "Really?" That's because I've had fucking videos that hit like 250,000. So why is YouTube lying to me?
Productive, I think, might mean you've been on more than regular. Like you've put more content out. That's what I consider it.
I thought it just meant views or something, watch hours.
No, I think it just means you're pumping out more stuff. I could be wrong though. I could be wrong.
Okay, yeah, that might. I probably did more content that week than any other. That makes sense.
Yeah, you have been on. You've been pushing a lot of content lately. So.
I could agree with that. But
yeah,
like,
it seems to make sense to me. That's what it would be.
yeah, I thought it meant like, but I get confused a lot, so I just didn't think of that aspect of it. You hear productive to me, it's like, oh, I had my biggest ever, you know. But putting in the work, yeah, it probably means. I don't know though, man. I remember some weeks when I was doing a lot of shorts and a lot of lives, but it might have been my most lives. I'm not sure. It seems like about regular to me. Seems like I always
Maybe you went longer lives. Maybe I think your 2 to 4 went long a couple times.
most hours. Yeah, I could probably see that. Either way, I like those little weekly analytic things they give you. You know, kind of fun.
It's always. I don't know. I don't really know how to use YouTube and all that stuff properly. I know what it is and I know about it, but I don't I don't use it to its fullest extent. That's for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm hearing people using the shorts more and shit, and I kind of get it, but
I did a bunch of shorts this week and I got like almost 10 subscribers just for my shorts. Now, granted, I know that they're not real, true, honest to goodness subscribers. They're not going to be in my lives or nothing, but if it helps me grow, it helps me grow, I guess.
yeah, absolutely. Subs are subs, man. I don't care how you get them, except for if you pay for them.
No, yeah, I've never paid for them. Although, when I do like really go hard on Murder King, I'm thinking about promoting some of those videos.
Yeah,
That's not to grow my channel necessarily. It might, but it's more to sell that book, right?
I've seen where you can turn like a short into a paid advertisement.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I think that would be a really good thing for like selling something or something like that,
Yeah, yeah. I'm thinking about it just for Murder King stuff because I want more eyes than just our community on it. I'd like it to be successful. So
Yeah. So I think that's going to work out great because you're actually kind of around and representing your brand probably more than any other Kickstarter I've seen.
yeah, I'm trying, brother. I'm trying my best.
So Darth, I think he's just doing straight comics. It's the drama era with that's on pause or.
Well, he's doing. What's he doing? Basket full of heads tonight. I think he's like doing a review.
Yeah, it's going to be him aggressively and I think Sicko.
Probably Sicko. Yeah, I think he was showing off the book the other day.
I need to talk to Sicko because Sicko said he was going to do my 100 top list, but we haven't really said anything since then.
He might be working on it. I don't know.
Yeah,
he's an interesting bloke. He's probably he's up at weird times too, right? So he could be sleeping during the day, working on your project at night. Who knows?
I don't know what's up with that. Yeah, like he just fucking he's a night owl for sure. We need a banger, Mr. Banger After Hours. I kind of like my Insomni Shack, but that sounds good. There's the Murder King Kickstarter. I don't know what I would name my show, but it would be something cool, I'm sure. I miss playing music, man. I don't care that I get copyright. I just like having music in my videos. It helps me think creativity wise. But
yeah, you've always been sort of a music guy. You're always playing either your old videos, especially music in the background and rocking out to some. You do different types of music, but usually rap. But there's
mostly rap, but there's some rock and roll in there, and some other shit.
Yeah.
It gets you going, but I might get back to that eventually. I just for now after the little shadow banning episode I went through, I don't feel super comfortable yet doing any kind of edgy content.
Yeah. Stay away from the edge.
For sure.
We always sort of get into edgy conversations, though, when we're on each other's channels. So.
It ends up happening at some point, yeah. I don't think that the church has had many of them lately, but it has happened before.
Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely. No, I've been pretty strict on where the conversation goes lately. I just after what happened to you, and I know people hate watch for whatever reason. I don't know, whatever. So.
Oh, yeah, that's a thing, man.
No need to say anything out of pocket that people can misconstrue or misunderstand or something.
if half your chat is hate watchers, then you really probably should stop doing all the drama because they're not real supporters. You know, they're just there to hope you say something about them.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
I
we try to avoid that at all costs.
yeah, I have this weird thing where I don't have a bunch of people in my live chat, but I do get like decent views after the video if I talk
I get
certain things, you know.
I get about the same views, the same people in my, like, 20, 19, 15, 25, usually about that. It goes back and forth pretty much the entire time, or it goes down to 9 sometimes.
Yeah, mine barely busts 10 most of the time. Every now and then I'll get to 15 or 20, but I'll be like, damn, that's not going to do well for views. And then I'll still get like 140, 130 views. I'm like, well, why are people watching after the live? You know, like, what? I mean, it's okay content, but
Yeah, I think my last church got 297 views or whatever.
yeah.
But I think it has something to do with the length of time that you're on too.
I'll see other streams and they'll be like fucking 3 or 4 hours and they'll get like 80 views. I'm like, damn.
Wow, that's not good. That's not good.
It's not good, bro. Yeah.
But that's some people do it for the love of the game though too, right? Like it's just fun to be live. It's fun to talk to people. It's fun to have people around listening. It's I don't know. It's community. It's all I don't know. Some people don't do it because they want to be YouTube stars or whatever.
Yeah. I get super bored with channels that's just all about comics. You know, you got to have a little bit of your real personality in there.
Yeah.
But if all you have is like smiles and I love you shit, like that makes me not believe you. You know, like I'm not a big everybody's peaches and creams guy.
That's fair.
I believe there's some goofballs out there for sure.
You're definitely not wrong.
No, I'm not wrong. Yeah, I'm one of them. You know, I'm not the greatest guy, but
Yeah, but most of your content, like all of your content, is fucking who you are though. There's you put on a bit of a personality, but mostly it's just you being yourself.
yeah, if I have something to talk about and it's like on my mind, I about 99% of the time I let y'all in on it. You know, I can say that.
Yeah, you're a pretty real guy, Biggie. Like, and again, not saying you're right or wrong in any of those things, but
No, right.
it's not a bad thing to be. At least you're honest. At least you're real. At least you work through it too. Like you can work through things, whatever.
Try to, yeah. I try to get through things, and I do. I have hope in people, and I think most people are good people. Like about all of them, really. Like even people that say horrible things or do shit. I have hope for people. I honestly do.
Yeah, I don't need that kind of person in my life, but I definitely think that I don't wish them any terrible things to happen to them or anything. Like I hope everybody does well and succeeds and gets all the things that they want to get, all that bullshit.
Yeah. So that LA thing is getting pretty ugly, man. That is not good.
Yeah, it's not looking great, man. I don't know too much about it. I did see a little bit of it live, but it's not great at all.
No, and opinions are like what's fueling all this. Like some people are thinking, "Oh, this is made up propaganda." I don't think so, dude. I think these people are really protesting for sure, and they got a right to, man. Because
Well, it's America. You're allowed to protest in America.
if you're getting like bothered just because of your skin color and shit, like that's not a good. We're going back to the ancient times, pretty much, you know.
Well, yeah, So I don't know a ton about ICE or a ton about all of that, but I know that like they've made some mistakes, so that's not fucking great. Like you can't be taking American citizens and putting them in fucking jail, man. That's insane. That's crazy.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't want to go through all the tight little legal
No,
stuff.
no, but could you imagine somebody comes to your house and throws you in jail and you don't know why? Like, are you kidding me? That's fucking
what I was
crazy, dude.
right. That's what I was thinking.
That's fucking insane,
I
bro.
don't know if that's completely exactly what's going on, but it does.
No.
Yeah, Melody.
Not in every case, and it's not that in every case, and some of it's probably well deserved, but holy shit, bro. It's a fucking madhouse over there.
Well, there's Bug and there's you, Melody. I'll do Bug. But he was at his grandma's, and now it looks like his phone didn't make it home, so that's fun.
Oh no.
Maybe. Like, it could be out there.
Yeah, keep calling it.
Trying to-
I'm sorry, but the person you called has a voicemail.
She's always got these fucking emergencies, man.
Bobby, how you doing, brother? Christina dropping the comics curing cancer link for you in the chat. Bobby Delgado, power to the people. Absolutely, man. Don't get me wrong. I don't want a bunch of criminals in my country either, but illegally, but you can't just be busting up families and you can't just be taking American citizens. Fuck. Maybe look in their wallet a little. If they have some ID, maybe check it. I don't know. Sounds like a good idea to me. GT Key, what's going on, brother? Good to see you, man. Appreciate you always stopping by in this chat and my chat. Appreciate you. Lyle, what's going on?
Yeah.
We're just here spreading the love, man. As Christina Payne likes to say, spread that love, baby. I got some mail out today, so I'm really happy about that. I mailed something to Beckerman. I mailed something to a couple people that bought some stuff off me on Astonishing Auction. So that's pretty cool. Band of Brothers auction will be happening sometime this month. Not quite sure when. Everybody's got a lot of cons this month for some reason. Maybe we'll just do a couple of people. Who knows? Who knows what we'll do? But we'll figure something out with Band of Brothers. Bobby, I'm not reading that out loud, but I appreciate it.
Yeah, it's chaos.
You got chaos? Fuck.
It's chaos going on. Yeah. That's what happens when he spends the night somewhere, I guess, if you don't walk and hold their hands.
Yeah, well, phones, kids lose I lose my sunglasses, gloves.
I thought he didn't even have a phone. That's what I was told, was he didn't even have a phone. Now it's, where's his phone? So, okay. He just called a phone number that was Bugs, and that's supposed to be my kids, and some dude answered and was like, no, this is my phone.
What?
That's not a good fucking look.
That's not a good thing.
Buddy, I thought he didn't have a phone. Did you find it? Okay, good.
It's under Alex on my phone, but in your phone, it's under the wrong phone number.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh,
It's all my fault. Yeah. I thought you didn't have it this whole time.
No, he didn't have a phone. This is the phone that I took with me.
Oh, you took, okay, fine. No, yeah, that's why it don't make no sense to me, because you just said, so it was the phone she just had. Okay.
It's good thing you didn't fucking start threatening that dude on the other end of the line.
Well,
Listen,
shit.
Brad, you better give me my kid's phone or I'll beat the
Crisis averted.
Yeah,
brakes off you.
for some reason, in your phone under Alex, it's not his phone number.
It's not that.
Ah, that's hilarious.
It's just a phone that's used for watching YouTube videos. It's not a real.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
That's why I didn't really pay that much attention to it.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense.
To my kid to have a phone and be like calling, it's not a real thing yet, you know. So
No, he's too young for that, I would think. I don't know how young. Actually, I don't have kids, so I can't even say. But
It's just a phone for watching YouTube.
I would imagine kids. How old do you give a kid a phone nowadays? I don't know anymore. I would think 13, maybe. I don't know. 15. 7 seems a little young.
yeah, she uses the phone every now and then whenever he's on the other one, but
Yeah.
I don't see the importance in making a big deal out of
Yeah.
it. Oh well, that's
Matt said he just had to give his daughter a phone for her 12th birthday. Like, is like it was just a must, Matt, or is it like that's the age that basically they start really? You better give me a phone, or I'm pissed.
I think these people that are parents that say like, "Oh, I would never give my kid a phone" and shit like that. It's like, how old was you when you was playing Atari? How old was you when you was watching TV? You know, like.
Yeah, phones are a part of society. Never mind kids. Most parents, when kids are babies, I've seen it a billion times where they just give the kid their phone. So kids have been playing with phones since, especially now, like not when we were kids, but nowadays, kids are playing with phones since their day of their birth. They're on camera since the day of their birth. They got the phone in their face the entire time they're walking and crawling and you know.
I remember having a Nintendo and a Game Boy when I was like 5 and 6. So for me to be like, "Oh, he can't use a phone to watch," nah, you know, like we had.
Yeah, but is there a certain age that like you think that is appropriate for a kid to have an actual phone where they can call and go like on Facebook and get all like do all that shit? I don't know the age. I don't have a kid, so I really can't say whether it's right or wrong. I was guessing at 13, maybe 12. Matt says 12.
I mean, an actual phone where they're calling people without me knowing. I'm probably gonna wait till he's at least 13. I think 12, maybe.
Yeah, that seems 12, 13. Yeah.
But there's really no reason yet, or until then, maybe. But I could see why it would be important. You know.
Yeah, because you want the kid to be able to get a hold of you, right? Like, it's the best and quickest way to get a hold of somebody is to just call them or message them.
Well, the thing is that babies have tablets.
I know, bro.
If it wasn't a thing, like they wouldn't make tablets with big ass Nerf bubbles around them. You know, like it's a real thing. So
I know, bro. I know. Babies, they're by the time we're dead and gone, kids they'll be learning on tablets. They're not the chalkboards are going to be a thing of the past, and they're almost already a thing of the past. So yeah, I could see that being absolutely the case.
Yeah, that's cool that you don't use social media, Matt. I think that's cool. I kind of feel like it's not as bad of a thing for him. Like he was getting this little issue about wanting to be able to post videos because I was letting him do it.
Right.
And then some trolls were giving me shit about my kid being on there, and it made it a little harder for me to be like, you could. And even YouTube was like, oh, that's a policy. So it's a little fucking weird. I don't get the difference.
Yeah, and again, I don't know. I have no say in this. I don't know ages. I don't have children, so I can't even say anything about it. But I'm just curious. That's all. Yeah, when I was young, my phone was attached to the wall too. and if you answered it at dinner, you got fucking killed. And your dad answered the phone and said, "No, he's not here and don't fucking call back. It's dinner time. What's wrong with you? That's what
Yeah,
it,
I mean,
that's what it was when I was a kid. But it's all different now. Kids have computers when they're fucking 2.
you think of when we were kids, it's like you had a landline and they would call your house number and anybody could answer the phone. Kids answer the phone at like 10 years old for their parents, you know.
Yeah.
When are people calling on a phone to talk to your kid? When is it that important for your kid to get phone calls is the kind of question, you know. But,
Yeah, it really is, right? I guess it maybe starts in school when they have to do homework projects together and stuff.
yeah, and even that, like, it's like they still should probably get phone calls through the parents.
Mm-hmm.
Probably up until, I don't know, like, I feel like once they're old enough to start working, I'd say, okay, that you're able to work and your work needs to call you and you want to have like a social life, then go for it.
Fair enough. Yeah.
And yeah, about 15, 16 makes more sense. But until then, like, they should have to have like a little buffer in between you and the world because it's dangerous as fuck. Like 12, 13-year-old kids could get.
Yeah. It's not. It definitely has its unsafeness to it for sure.
I'm saying that now. I raised my girlfriend's daughter, and I don't remember getting a phone for her with her own shit ever. Like, she just had to do it herself. But we had house phone back then. Even I was one of the few people that kept a house phone till like the very bitter end. You know,
you had that line. Well, it's actually not a bad idea to be honest.
some people still have them, dude. Like, they're not extinct yet. You know.
Wow, once the satellites go out, these phones don't work, man. Computers stop working, phones stop working, everything stops working.
Dude, I've been watching old Walking Dead episodes, bro, and they're so good.
Yeah, I went back and started watching Walking Dead too, actually. Weirdly enough. There's just started, it's like the comic book, but it's like brought to life the comic book almost. It's not really like a full-blown cartoon, but some of the pictures move a little bit, and it just goes through the comic book and tells the story, and it's pretty
Well, that
good.
sounds cool.
Yeah, I dig that shit, man. I like being able to see the comic because I know the comic's very different. Well, not very, but a lot different from the show. So
They have some things that homage the comic, but most of it has nothing to do with it because you got main characters in the TV show that ain't even in the comic. You know?
exactly. Yeah.
But the whole
Oh.
Negan thing was definitely a throwback. Like, that's issue 199, all that shit for sure.
Yeah.
Whispering Wars too, like that was pretty close. But most of it's just like a Rick and Daryl fucking and Michonne fuckfest, you know.
Yeah, pretty much. And Carol got in there for some reason. She
Carol.
was like a main character. Carol. It's like,
You always had a different bad, pretty much. You had the governor, you had Negan, you had
it got to honestly what I'd love to see from a zombie show. This is my idea of a zombie show. I liked. Remember when The Walking Dead? I don't know if you saw it. They came out with a show where it was like one episode was its own episode, and then they moved on to a different group of people, and then in another episode. I would like to see that. I want to see the whole world as zombies, what like different groups of pockets that survived. I don't need to just see Rick and Daryl. I'd like to see, like go to Asia. Let's see what happened in Australia. I don't know. It'd be fun. I think that'd be cool.
So Melody said something that was, I remember talking about it when it first happened, but she's still like, she's the Walking Dead guru, bro. Like my girlfriend, dude. Anything you want to know about it. So she's rewatching it.
Yeah.
And the part where Eugene and what's the redheaded guy's name? I forget.
Redheaded guy. Yes, I know the guy you're talking about. The guy the army guy, right?
Yeah, I forget his name. But him, Eugene, Rosetta, I think, and a couple other ones or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
They're all trying to get to Washington to save the world, right?
Yes.
Well, in the second season, they already been to Washington.
Was it Washington that they went to? Because I didn't know it was Washington that they went to. Because
but the whole like infrastructure, and they were inside of like a war room and all that shit?
Yeah, they were in with the doctor. They went to the CDC or whatever. I don't know what it is in America. The disease center.
Why didn't they fucking tell like the people that already been there? Why didn't they tell them like we've been there, motherfucker? You know, like
That's the season that he tells Rick that the disease is already in them. They can't escape it. It's as soon as they
yeah, they're
die.
trying to find a cure. Right.
Yeah, there's no cure. As soon as you
No.
die, you're dead. That's like you become a zombie. Doesn't matter what. It's already in you. You're already a zombie. You're just not dead yet.
Yeah, it was so they thought that they were safe. They thought it was going to be like this is the end. We made it, and that place even crumbled down. You know, so
Yeah, and he wasn't gonna let him out. That was a great episode, actually. He wasn't gonna let him out, and then one person stayed behind and did that to themselves, which is fucked up. I don't know. I have a will. I have a will to live, man. Even in a society like that, I wouldn't want to go out like that. That's for sure.
I'm gonna get Melody to explain it because she's better. Hey, Melody, Melody, here. Tell them about why are they talking about Washington thing? Tell Bleeker what I said.
What did you say?
Remember when you said like, why haven't they told him about the Washington shit? And they already been there. Walking Dead.
Did they go to the Washington? Was it Washington that they went to in the second season when they went to the disease center? I know that's where they went.
They went to Atlanta
Here.
where the CDC was.
They can't hear you.
They went to the CDC.
Yeah.
And then in like the 4th or 5th season, Eugene says he's got to go to Washington because he's a big fat liar. And I said, why don't they say, hey, we've been to the CDC?
Okay.
But nobody says that.
Right. Okay. So they didn't go to Washington. They went to the CDC, but that was connected though.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. That makes
Yeah.
sense.
Eugene. Why was Eugene lying?
Eugene lied and said
Wow, he's a liar.
sure, and that he was in contact with Washington and that they were waiting for him to give them the cure.
Oh yeah, that was a lie. But what was the point?
He needed to stay
He
alive.
was Abraham to protect
Oh,
him
that's
because
it.
he was a big
It
fat
was-
pussy.
yeah, that's right. He wanted Abraham to just help him. Okay. No, you got it. Thank you.
Yeah, he was such a pussy that he couldn't survive on his own, so he made people think that he made people need him. That was his whole thing. If you need him, he won't die.
Right. They eventually end up finding that out too.
Mm-hmm. Great show, man. I actually really enjoyed it. It sort of dropped off. I think I dropped off around season 6. I think.
Oh, dude. It was
maybe season 7. I don't know.
Yeah, I remember the year that they had the Halloween special. That was probably the pinnacle of it. It was such a big deal, bro. It was like a movie every time they showed an episode at that point. I can't remember.
I thought I saw a comment in your chat that said Marvel Zombies was awesome, and I agree. Marvel Zombies was awesome. Especially that episode on the What If. It was really good. But I'm a huge fan of zombies. What can I say?
They're great. I just realized why there's so many Morbius fans, and I'm a bit of one now too because it's the whole anti-hero thing. So when we do our review on Wednesday, I'll be able to talk about it more. But
yeah.
Dude, Morbius. I mean, of course, he's a blood-sucking vampire, which is horrible.
Yeah.
What got him in that position, you're very compassionate about. So.
Yeah, that's what is compelling about such a good. He's a good bad guy, good guy. I guess I don't know.
Yeah. Sometimes the heroes are a little bit of selfish assholes, so it's like Spider-Man ain't as good as what people think, man.
Well, sometimes there's just nothing to a hero, right? They make a hero so there's not enough to it. A lot of times, the bad guy's backstory is very like heartfelt and like. There's a reason why he's doing all this. And you sort of feel for him. You're like, his mom died, his father died, his whole planet dies. You're like, yeah, man, of course he's a bad guy. Jeez.
So yesterday on church, man, I think my favorite little tidbit I got out of it. You want to guess what my favorite was?
On church? Wow, a lot happened on church. It's a lot to go through. I'm gonna guess it was something to do with the 20 the 20 best, like the 20 people are liking these comics. They're going up in speculation.
No, wasn't that?
Oh, huh. I don't know. You're gonna have to tell me, buddy.
Yeah, no problem. So, the fucking Steppo shit with the fucking crowning and the trimming and shit, dude. That was very cool.
Oh yes, yeah. That was informative.
It was something new that I'm not used to, and all these years handling comics and talking comics and shit like that for something new like that to be a thing is very cool to me. So
Judging by what I saw, it looks like this comic is good. From what I saw, the other like when we put them up side to side, it looks like everything looks good, but it could be trimmed by a fucking a hair. Who knows? I don't know.
I almost feel like trimming a book myself just to see what it looks like. But
Don't do that, buddy. Don't do that.
no, I know. Well, I mean, it could be a shitty book, like one
Yeah, just do it to like a super crap one, baby.
right. But the whole crown thing that Steppo was saying was like hard to understand until he showed it. But that it seems like that would work better with like older books that have been flipped through, not ones that have like spine rolls or
No, you'd fix the spine roll first, and then you'd chop the book. And they only do little bits just to make it all square, and it's pretty noticeable. Usually, this one has a pretty crunchy corner, and I think the borders are right. The top border is a little weird looking because there's a corner missing, so I think that's what threw it off on the camera. The crowning isn't there because well, a little bit, but it's a miswrap a little bit. Like the staples are really bad, so there's a big whatchamacallit, and it's not wrapped proper right now. I gotta fix that. I gotta fix a lot of shit on that book. It's fucking.
There was some other things that bothered me about Walking Dead. There was a point in the show where the zombies were getting smarter. You know, like they were able to like almost communicate with each other,
Mm.
and they just got away from that. And then there was the aspect of the longer the zombies were zombies, their bodies decomposed and got weaker.
And that makes sense to me that would happen. But then why wouldn't you just wait out the zombie apocalypse? You just hide somewhere and wait it out.
You'd rather battle a 2-year-old zombie than a year-old zombie. You know, like they're going to be more fucked up and easier to kill off.
Yeah, I'd rather battle a withered zombie than yeah, exactly. Oh my god, it's got no ribs, it can barely move. That'll be a pretty easy match.
Right. But the smart aspect of it, they just did for a little bit, and you're like, oh shit, this is gonna make it a whole different show. Like, you know, they're gonna have smarter zombies and shit like that. But yeah, they just got away from certain ideas that they introduced, which was weird to me. Like, just have a consistent thing going, you know.
I think it's hard to make a zombie world where the zombies. It's awesome at first, especially the minute it happens and everybody gets bit. It's crazy and it's chaos and it's mayhem. But years down the road, like yeah, most of these zombies would be dead. We'd be shoveling bodies off the side of the road. And the problem in that world is that if you die, you become a zombie. Even if you die naturally, you become a zombie. So there's no real safety in that world. That world's sort of buggered.
Yeah. If they're getting more decomposed, then it should be easier to crack their skull and shit.
Yeah, absolutely.
But if they're out there like saying, "Hey, flank the right end of the building and shit," then that's fucking terrifying. And then the show turned into like the main enemies wasn't zombies; it was people too. Like these are people killing people.
Yeah, it all became about human interaction and what humans would do in a world where there was finite resources and
There's
Blah
full
blah blah.
where the zombies were just a secondhand issue. You know, it's like we got
I
back.
actually sort of hated that because there wasn't enough zombie like just act. There needs to be stars need to die in shows, man. It just makes the shit like, oh my god, that guy got bit by a zombie. That was unexpected. Like they had the recipe for unexpectedness, and they just sort of went mer mer mer.
Yeah, they definitely put their stamp on zombies and kind of own it now. I don't think any other franchise. I mean, it's going to take a big creative effort to take over what Walking Dead's done with the zombie area. You know,
I don't know. 28 years later is coming out. I just watched 28 Days Later and 28 Weeks Later last night. They're pretty good fucking movies.
really.
Yeah, they're in fact most of the zombie stuff probably came from there, to be honest. Like, not I know it's a lot earlier than that, but like all the good tropes. That's the first movie is really fucking good, man. I'm curious to see what 28 years later is going to be like, because that's a crazy thought, but we'll figure it out.
Yeah, I think I've seen 28 Days already. We've had this question before on my channel, and I think my favorite vampire movie was Daybreakers or some shit.
Oh, jeez.
That's like my favorite.
There's some really good vampire movies, man. I was very like I don't know. I like Interview with a Vampire, but I read the shit out of Anne Rice books when I was a kid. So I don't know. 30 Days a Night was really good. Well, the concept, maybe not a great movie, but still a really good concept.
Have you seen the fucking the Frankenstein ride at Universal yet?
No, I haven't. Is it cool?
Oh God, dude. Yeah, I'll show you right now. I fucking love this.
Madam lurking and driving. Good to see you, Madam.
I thought that this might drive up the spec on comics for the Universal model. It has made no effect.
They're pretty much stuck in the mud, man. Like there's a very hardcore group of people that love those monsters. I'm one of them. But I don't know if they're gonna gain a ton of new followers. Most people are like, vampires again.
Well, Mark Spears is making all them comics, you know, and
Yeah, but
like,
that's nostalgia. Look at the covers and the homages that he's doing. It's all nostalgia based. Everybody loves that shit. It's awesome.
I don't want it to be too long. I'll just do okay. So this is a 6-minute video. That's about right. It's a long ride.
Depends on who's
It's time for the Frankenstein ride, which I heard is dope.
I think CCCX stuff would be better, Bobby, and get to use the magazine one. That would probably stop a zombie. I just want to live there now. That's cool as fuck.
I mean, they're kind of competing with Haunted Mansion at this point. I mean, it's Universal Studios, so it's not a bad setup, you know.
If that could be my house, I'd be pretty happy.
Wait till you see the fucking animatronics. You might change your mind, or you might.
Maybe. I don't know if I could live with some animatronics in there. Scare me all the time.
Dude, the Frankenstein one's coming up at the beginning is probably the most impressive because he walks out.
Oh my god! All right, let's check it out.
Come closer, little labyrinths. Come close. I won't hurt you. Yes,
He says he won't hurt us.
I sense fear in your hearts. You're right. Don't be afraid. Darkness lies ahead. Now is the time to abandon hope.
I am Igor. My job is to get you through this experiment in one piece. But Igor, I hear you say, where's the fun in that? I agree.
I'll fast forward a little bit to try to break up the copyright.
Yeah. Disney is fucking terrible for that shit, bro. This is Universal Studios though, so it's a little different, I guess.
Yeah, this is Frankenstein's daughter is the first animatronic. It's got one of them TV things on her face. So
chosen few will witness my greatest discovery yet. Together, we will finish what my great-grandfather started. They called Henry a monster.
Dude, those fucking like face things are creepy as fuck.
Yeah, that's I'm curious. Yeah, that's fucked up, man. That's creepy.
It's a blank thing, but it's a screen and it shows facial features, but it's still creepy as fuck, bro. to me.
Yeah, I don't like it.
I don't like it.
They were afraid of what he had done. But you will see. There is nothing to fear. Show them. Lower the lights, quickly.
So Frankenstein don't have the face thing. This is just pure animatronics now.
Now. These people are friends. See? There's
Very Herman Munster of Friends.
That's crazy, bro.
That's pretty fucked up. I think it's like 10 foot tall.
Dude, that's awesome, man.
Yeah.
That's so realistic fucking looking. It's so cool.
This ride. I've been looking forward to this for like a year. It's fucking great.
That is amazing, bro.
Yeah.
Why can't okay? Now I'm just mad that they can't make good movies.
Right.
Like
This is great.
you
Yeah.
put all this money into an animatronic and you can't fucking put out a good movie. Let's go.
I wonder how much they spent on this ride. It had to have been like almost $1 billion. I mean, it's nuts.
That's fucking cool.
For years, I have studied and controlled the monsters that prowl the darkness. And only one remains. I will control my ultimate challenge. Count Dracula. Calm yourself! That wasn't us.
Silence, creature. I will destroy you and everything.
These two just don't get along. The Dracula experiment is the last piece of the puzzle. And with your help, the world will never see the name Frankenstein the same again. Open the doors!
Don't worry. Oh, you're gonna love this.
Brace yourselves and witness my masterpiece, Dracula, under my control. Now, activate the machine. Wait, something's wrong. Igor, he's loose. Dracula is escaping.
I will set the nightmares free. For you, my daughters.
Doctor, what is it? You're not gonna like this. They're out! They're all out! Even the really ugly one!
Don't let anything touch you.
I wish the Gilman got a little bit more than that, dude.
That was fucking cool.
Gilman only had like a millisecond. You're gonna make a big Gilman animatronic. Give him a little bit more than that.
Oh, shit.
Damn.
what the doctor means is thank you for coming. Now, only good reviews, yeah?
So that was it, dude.
That's fucking crazy, bro. That's awesome.
Dude,
Talk about a take my money ride. I'd take my money.
that shit is nuts. All right, GTK. Later, bro. Yeah, man. That shit. I think I'm more scared of animatronics than anything, honestly. Like, could you imagine like sleeping in that room?
Yeah, I could do it. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Well, not if it was all going crazy like that. It's too loud. But if it was just chill and silent, that'd be cool.
I'd be afraid the fuckers would wake up and come.
Yeah,
Like-
that 10-foot Frankenstein, not a great dude to fucking go wake up and go all crazy on your ass. That's for sure.
Yeah, I don't know why it makes me think like they're real and shit. But
They're so alive looking. It's fucking cool as fuck. Like, they got some flaws or whatever, but that's really good. Like, it's really good. It's fucking really good.
yeah, I'm not sure I would put it over Haunted Mansion, but it's a close second.
Yeah, damn.
I would like to go see that shit.
Yeah, that would be fucking dope.
It would be a tough one to pick. Like, if you had both of those places in front of you, which one do you go into first? Like, I don't know. The new, fresh, shiny one or the old, nostalgic,
Yeah, I gotta go to see that, though. That's amazing.
I kind of agree. I mean, for like just experience, I think the Frankenstein might be funner right now just because it's still brand new. But
Brand new. It looks absolutely stunning. It's wow. It's like, wow.
Well, we're going to get on out of here, Chad. It's been about an hour. Thanks for hanging out. That was the 2 to 4 for today. My buddy Bleeker joined today. We'll be back tomorrow. I think Dart's doing his book review. I'll probably do my cameo like I have the last every other episode.
Basket full of heads tonight, yeah. And a refrigerator full of heads. I think they're doing them both. So.
Yep. Full book review. He's going to drop the link in the chat later. I don't think there'll be any drama.
There shouldn't be. It's not supposed to be.
Would a CGC slap protect you from a zombie?
Maybe not a CGC slab, but a CGC magazine slab definitely would. Those things are huge.
You crack a skull with a slab. I don't know. Maybe. If you threw it at the right angle, like a ninja star, and it caught him perfectly, maybe. But not like a chair shot. Like the slab would just break, I think.
I think so too. Yeah, I think so too. But it might do some damage though. If it, like I said, a magazine slab. They're really heavy and thick.
Gold Age magazine slab, yeah.
Yeah, just smack them with that a couple of times. You'd have to hit them a few times.
At the right angle, though.
Angle. Yeah, you got to do edges. You can't just do a flat chair shot. You got to do edges and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, you can't even crack a skull like a regular person with one of those. I don't think it would just break the slab. But
the zombie skull seems so weak. Is it just me, or are they like? They just don't seem as tough as human skulls.
No, they ain't. I would think that they're like softer and spongier or something.
Yeah.
Maybe they're harder. Who knows? But them fuckers are definitely like, in at least these TV shows and movies, like the one with fucking Brad Pitt, dude. They were like jumping over 20-foot walls and shit.
Yeah. That freaked me out, bro.
Yeah, but they get like fucking insect strength. That shit's terrifying.
Yeah. They're climbing over each other and jumping up walls, and there's millions of them. You're like, nah, I'm good, bro.
Dude, there's no point. Humans just can't fuck with that, bro. There's no.
Not unless we got a fucking submachine gun and fucking go to town, but that's crazy, man. No way.
You always got the advantage of being a little smarter. What if they made zombies where they were smarter than us, dude? That would be a really good fucking.
Didn't Snyder try to do that? He made a terrible zombie movie. I fucking hated it. But they tried to be tried to bring in an intelligent zombie, and I think they tried to do that with years, but way too late. But that one zombie movie with Woody Harrelson, and the kid.
Oh, Zombieland?
Yeah, Zombieland. They tried to do that in Zombieland 2, where they had like smart zombies.
Oh, I don't know if I've seen two yet, but I'll try to
It's
find.
okay. It's a rehashing of number 1, basically. It's all right, but it was just far too. It's fucking like, what is it? 20 years? Like, goddamn, nobody gives a shit.
Yeah. Woody's getting a little older now too. Like his little Carnage thing got us a little excited, but once it came out, I was like, meh.
Oh yeah, it was just a bomb. Just too. I don't know. It just wasn't enough. Like I don't know. Couldn't see any of it. Wasn't great.
Wow. Anywho, hashtag enjoy. Catch y'all later, man. See you in the YouTube world. Hashtag enjoy.
Big Biggie. Biggie.